Howdy, hi everybody, and Merhaba. Cave Mater asked me about the rain leaking in the caves. Now, evidently, some people have seen that and some have not.
So, I didn't think to save that test world I was using. So what I'm doing is I have to load. I don't have enough slots, so I'm loading a whole save thing in each time I do this. So unless it's something I consider fairly important, I probably won't be doing it. But that one was one I should have thought of, and I do consider that fairly important. So what we're going to see is if it rains in the caves, call it leaking, call it raining, whatever. But instead of Wicker Bottom, we now have WX. Now, if you watched the items, all items thing video I did, I'm not sure if annotations come through on mobile devices, and Wicker Bottom couldn't get into the siesta lean-to because Wicker Bottom can't sleep, because I never sleep in games. I didn't even think about it. So that was the puzzle there, if you're even at all interested. So now I've already chowed down with WX with
a bunch of whatever the heck's. We're also on all the builds are open. Keeps the rain where it ought to be outside my body. Maybe they say that keep my hair moderately dry at least. Head mounted dynamic damage mitigation device, I think. Yep. Ancient sheathing. Housing module. Okay, so anyway. Yes, descend. Descend, my little buddy. So what we want to know is it raining downstairs? And I did just do a start in spring, so we are in spring. And it's raining in the cave. So there you have it. Pretty simple stuff. How big are these nests? Now, it's only like day one, so... Yeah, see, that's a level 2 nest on day one. Just kiss my behind. Well, I can't think of anything else that needs to be done here. There's no point in making a long-ass video if we were done, so... I was kind of curious about the full moon. Oh, crap. Uh-oh. Damn it. I thought with everything... Oh, I don't have unlocked build on. Whoopsie. Wonder if I don't know if it's... I might have left the game and come back in or something. Howdy, hi everybody. I'm back after the crash. I was going to see, I moved this forward to summer. Actually, I just started a new game with summer, and I was pounding some gears. I didn't do the, what is it, too many items, hoping we don't get the crash if I play with time. So all I'm doing is end tools. But I was pounding gears to power up WX, and I got a mole that fast. So anyway, nasty little moles. Evo, you're like penguins. Get out of my damn gears. Why didn't we get it? There we go. I'm not sharing with you, piggy mole. Oops. Alright. Damn. Okay, let's pound some gears. And now we need a cave. And I'm gonna, whoa, we're getting it all, aren't we? I'm gonna leave an effigy up here. And I don't have anything to tell temperature with, so the only thing I can think of is to hang out here and see if we get hot or not. I would say it's hot. Now see, those are withered. That's a summer thing. So the people saying they're coming down here to beat the summer heat, I don't know. That's summer heat. So that's what I thought. Slight problem there. If I had a lantern. Yeah. Hey, Rockolas. A lantern, if you make videos, a lantern and a miner's hat will make more light than either one by itself. If you throw the torch in with a miner's hat, it doesn't really change the equation much. Okay, so I don't see how you could go down here to beat the summer heat unless there's some other kind of advantage to being down here, because all these are withered. Yeah. So another question answered. I was thinking I'd let Wilson look at that whole frogs and spiders thing, because he's probably got about 8 million spider eggs. And that's not necessarily a reign of the, well, it isn't a reign of giants question, necessarily or otherwise. What the hell was I looking for, WX? You forgot to? Well, let's go back upstairs. The only other thing is if those mushrooms turn up in the fall, and I guess I could play with the time and see if it crashes our game or not. Now I'm not seeing any significant amounts of pools I found. So let's see if we can get out of summer.
I guess I was just too close. Unfortunately, we've got about another 9 now. Alright, that's withered grass. Oops, damn it. Impatient WX. Actually, that would be Impatient Mr. GMView. I'm just curious if you have to run around and fix all this withered crap or not. Well, let's try another time jump and see if it crashes us or not. Alright. One more should take us into summer. I mean into fall. Let's see if we can find another mushroom. Ah, there's a mushtree. Now, damn it. I don't know if they were there before or not. Crud. Okay, so the grass came back. And the stick came back, the withered ones. But the mystery of the mush trees is still a mystery of the mush trees. Now that one's still withered. Oh, do I have a raincoat? Wait a minute, do I need a raincoat? Hell, I don't know. I'm just curious if you get wet whenever. I guess you do. Alright, it's still withered, Did my mush trees go away? I think they did. Now, as I've said, there'll be people a lot smarter than me doing this testing. Alright, that was definitely a mushroom, and now it's a mush tree. And that was a mushroom, and now it's a mush tree. And that one's green. And I don't know what the hell he is. I hate to cut it. That's still withered. Now, is all my crap getting wet or not? Alright, so there's one there, and one there. All three signs have one. And this one's a red mushroom, so it would be up in the daytime. I don't know, I think it's going to take a wiser mind than I am. Alright, so it stayed a red mushroom. And the other one stayed mushrooms. Okay. Okay, they're still whatever they were. And the other ones we had for a while are still gone. Alright, what are our mush trees today? Okay, the mush trees are gone. All of them. I guess we could run back up, and we should run back up and see if they turned into mushrooms. Because that would be a weird transformation. Okay, so there is a mushroom where the mushroom was, and a mushroom where that one was, and a mushroom where that one was. So they cycle through mush trees, but I don't know how or why. It was only about a day or so, a couple of days. Yeah, because they would have started on the 21st. So that's just kind of weird. Huh. And it seems to be around where the oaks are, to me. Those are wasps. And they're like angry bees all the time. And you can go into a dead end where there's tons of them, and they will just pound you.
Alright, and you'll die, in a word. Alright, we didn't get any mush trees with the dusk. Oh yeah, here you go. I haven't seen one of these in a while. Now see if this dead ends, we're trapped. Now this is a regular Rain of Giants sandbox. And it does dead end. Well, sorry, yeah, sort of. Oh, this is just fun. Good times and heart attacks were had by all. Now, see, if you blunder into one of those with just a torch in the nighttime, oh, that's just hilarious. That's a nasty one. See, this could have been just a little bubble here with nothing but those in it. And you could run in and you'd be cut off. You could just get gang stung. And you wouldn't be a gangster, you'd be gang stung. Oh. They were a big part of adventure. I haven't seen them since then. Made for some interesting times. When they first introduced them in the game, the darn things were everywhere. They keep you awake though, I gotta admit that. I'm gonna call it. So anyway, thanks for joining me. And I don't know if we'll be back or not. Depends on how questions run and what can and can't be done. Y'all take care of yourselves. Be good to yourselves. And some of the characters, there should be 2 characters. I don't know if they'll be part of the DLC or not. But since even before game launch, 2 more characters were promised. So here's hoping. You never know.